Hello, everyone. How are you doing? It has been way too long. I can't believe it's been 2.5 weeks since we last did this. That is, by the way, the longest amount of time I've gone without streaming since I started streaming 18 months ago. So I was like going stir crazy. I was baking up a storm because I had nothing else to do. With my computer broken. I baked so much. I brought my coworkers like 5 dozen cookies today. I'm glad you like the hat, Rose. You can see Raffi in the background. Leo is around as well. It made you jelly. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm saying hi to everybody. Get back up to the top. Oreo, congratulations on being first today. I love your mwahaha for getting first. Congratulations. You succeeded. You were lying in wait. And thank you for collecting your daily blanket, my dear. Rose, welcome in. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. Zeppy, welcome in. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. And anyone else who is choosing to lurk, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I've really missed you all. I've missed doing this. And Zeppy, thank you so much for the resub for 14 whole months with Prime. I really, really do appreciate your support of the channel. And yeah, Badger, welcome in as well. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket, and thank you for resubscribing for 5 whole months. I really do appreciate y'all's support. I don't know why my notifications aren't going off. I don't know why the notifs are. I will look into that. But I do see you. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. I'm just booting it up because I got my computer fixed Saturday afternoon, but then I was like super sleepy over the weekend, so I'll be honest, I did not get around to doing a whole lot of the background stuff that I am planning on doing, and I'm not going to be able to do a lot of the background stuff that I'm planning on doing to update some commands, channel point redeems. I have plans. If nothing else, the break gave me time to think of things to do and ways to try and improve y'all's experience of the stream. But, yeah, I did get a little bit of updates, but I still need to go to some of my main modders channels, like, to check for updates after the latest. Let's see. And Sims is taking forever to load as usual because I have a massive amount of mods in custom content. Even my somewhat beefy computer can struggle at times to get it started. In other news, I am adding another Ultimate Decades challenge stream to our weekly schedule. And once in a long while, we might switch that out for like a building style stream or similar. But I think most of the time it is going to be an extra episode of the Decades Challenge. And that'll be on Thursdays. So Thursday streams are now Sims streams because I did a poll in my community And people in general basically said they were either happy with content as it was or they wanted some more Sims content. So we're gonna try and incorporate some more Sims content into stream. As long as I'm not starting, if I'm starting to feel like I'm burning out on The Sims, though, it might end up switching back to a variety stream. That's one of the big reasons I am a variety streamer, is I know and have burned out on The Sims before. So it's something I manage with myself to make sure I don't do that, because it's kind of integral to my content as a streamer. What are you doing, Leo? He's on top of my computer tower. Oh, Sims, why are you taking so long to load today? All right. Might have to restart Sims again. But how have all of you been? I've spent a lot of time in Discord when I couldn't stream. Got your phone plugged in, the baby down, and now on your iPad. Love that for you. He doesn't seem like he's gonna stay down. Oh, well, he's very new. He's very new to the world. It's pretty normal for them to take a while, from my understanding, and I'm sure you know this, as he's not your first baby. But, you know, it takes him a while to kind of settle into a rhythm to sleep through the night. If it makes you feel any better, Oreo, some lore about me is, according to my mother, I did not sleep through the night until I was 4 years old. So, count your blessings. Yeah. Because I would go to bed. Like, I had no issue with, like, yeah, like, I never fought my parents to go to bed. I was happy to go to bed at, like, you know, the time that they said. But I had a hard time staying asleep and staying in bed. Megs, welcome in, love. How are you doing? Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. Oh, your oldest was like that? You did a lot of sleeping. Your parents like to tell the story of when you fell asleep in my food. When I was about 4 years old, I almost fell asleep and face planted into my, like, dinner at Disneyland. My parents actually have a picture. I was just tuckered out from the day and just right at lunch. All right, Sims is finally starting to load up. Oh, no. All right, we're gonna restart it because it wants to, like, not respond. Come on, guys, this is my, like, comeback moment. It's not like a huge comeback. It was only 2.5 weeks, but it feels like so much longer. It felt like so long. Been missing the Rinbury family. For sure. We are, let's recap a little bit. If nothing else, maybe I can bring up the family tree and we can recap a little of the story up till now while we wait for Sims to load. Give me a second. All right. Share screen. Window capture, there it is. Not that one. This one. Okay. Well, let's talk family tree. Why don't where we are in the challenge and what has been going on. Here's our family tree while we let Sims load. Of course, let's recap. We've got Robert and Mathilde. Mathilde had an affair with a priest. She was caught. She was excommunicated, divorced, and banished to the woods and basically nothing. She starved. Well, actually, she probably died of exposure before she starved. But yeah, she died. She died out in the wilderness alone and dishonored. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow, all the things. Robert, or Hob, as we know him, is still kicking around. He's still, hanging out with us. He did get some burns a couple winters ago in a house fire. We'll get to that. We have Adam, Richard, and Everard, all three of which are married. All three of their wives are still living. To date, we have Adam and Alice. They've had 6 children, 6 births so far. 4 individuals and 1 set of twins. We had Adkin, the first boy that Alice gave birth to. Unfortunately, he died of smoke inhalation of a house fire in 1304. We still have Jill. She has succeeded all her roles. We know she'll become a teen. She will become a teen right about the same time that the famine starts. So that'll be her next, the teen role, which is very minimal. And then the famine role are her next hurdles. She's very cute. We're excited for her. We then had Christine. Christine unfortunately died of pneumonia a month after birth. So she did not make it. And Jelliana unfortunately died of sudden infant death syndrome in 1306. Clements and William were Alice's last set of twins. And William, unfortunately, was stillborn. Very common among twins during this time period, since C-section was rare, if ever used. I'm trying to remember when C-section actually started being used, but even if it was really only used when the mother was basically dead already. This is the only time when they did it. But Clemens has so far survived. She actually ages up into a toddler this season. Adam also had an affair after the death of Christine. He didn't deal with his grief well. He started feeling a little unfaithful. And he met Sibylle, who was his soulmate. He met her. They had a baby, Michael, who is, of course, a bastard. And she showed up to their house like 6 months pregnant and said, "You knocked me up. Take responsibility." And that caused all sorts of issues with Alice and Sibylle, both getting extremely jealous of each other. And Michael was born. Sibylle did not die in birth. But she basically kind of, she got tired of fighting for Adam's affection with Alice, knowing that as long as Alice was alive, she couldn't be the wife. I think Sibylle was half hoping that Alice was going to die during her own birth, because they had Jelliana and Michael about the same time. But unfortunately for Sibylle, Alice survived the birth. And Alice has really taken Michael under her wing, I think because he looks a bit like Adkin had, and he was born in the year after Adkin passed away. So Alice has taken on the maternal role of Michael. Sibylle went off and shortly died of... What did she die of? It's remind myself. It was due to a late, yes, back then they would have called it humoral imbalance if they bothered to do an autopsy for her. But we know in modern day she would have been diagnosed with cardiomyopathy, which is basically when she had Michael, something about the birth basically weakened her heart. And up to a year, this can affect women up to a year after giving birth, is it weakens their heart. They can go into heart failure, basically. But yeah, Sibylle is dead. She died. And good. Sims is loaded up, so we can continue. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Alice, welcome in. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. All right. Continuing our little recap here, we have Richard and Peony. They have had 4 children so far, 3 girls, 1 boy. The Redbury men have not had a proportionally large amount of sons, honestly. I mean, out of these 7 children, it's been less that Adam has sired. Only 3 have been boys, so, I mean, slightly less than half. But Richard has only had 1 in 4. That's only 25% of his children have been boys. Walter unfortunately died of malaria in 1306. Ida is still alive for now. Unfortunately, she did fail her last roll. She will not see teenhood. Very sad. She's very beautiful. And I feel bad that I, like, feel worse the pretty... I feel bad the fact that I feel worse about their deaths when they're pretty. Is that bad of me? I feel like that's really, really bad of me. I mean, I think they're all pretty, but some are just stunning, and I feel like Ida is in that category. But yeah, so we have Ida, Roisa, and Denise all there. We then have Everard and Basilia, who have had 4 children to date. Hellwise, Brea, Lettice, and Estral. Brea and Lettice were twins. Lettice was stillborn. Brea died... What did you die of? Brea died of cholera. It's like, what did I say you died of? I gotta remember. Estral has also, is still around for now. She failed her last roll, so she won't make it. But this is unfortunately, like, I did research, and as far as I can tell, this isn't that inaccurate for the time period. I mean, obviously, Alice is particularly unlucky right now, it seems, with her babies. Peony seems a lot more average with her babies so far. And Basilia also appears to be somewhat average. But I mean, part of this goes into their class, is there were higher child mortality rates, and this goes to today too. There are higher child mortality rates the lower your income is. And this is a worldwide thing, is like the less money you make, the more likely your child is to not thrive, we'll say. And thank you for the lurk, Ass, and congratulations on hitting 50 blankets. All right, our game is finally, but that was your recap. Let's see. I believe I think all our ladies are pregnant right now. Yeah, all the ladies are pregnant right now. Let's see. Timeline here. Peony is due next season. That'll be Thursday's episode. Peony is due to have her next baby. Both Basilia and Alice are due in spring. So that is the current outlook of the next babies. Clemens has a birthday this season to age up to toddler. My computer's being particularly slow today. I don't know why. I'll check it for updates tonight after stream. Okay. Yeah, we are in autumn of 1307. This is shortly after the coronation of Edward II. Who I have to say, I've recently went through his section in my audiobook about the Plantagenets by Dan Jones. And how can one king, I swear, if you actually like listen or read through Edward II's reign, it's like a case study in what is the worst possible decision I can make for this situation, and choosing that every single time. It is just mind-boggling how incompetent he was. Needless to say, the next like 20 years of England are rife with turmoil. Revolts by barons, nobles killing each other through many like somewhat staged trials. It was a heck of a time. Heck of a time. And it's like, wow, I'm glad, not just because of the famine, but it's like, wow, I'm really glad I didn't live under that government. Not that I'm thrilled with the government I have, but that's another topic that I won't bring in because I don't talk politics on stream. So we are leaving that at that. Thanks, thank you. I'm glad to be back. I am very, very glad to be back. I missed you all. I missed streaming. I missed hanging out, working through the story. I will admit, I do think that the break ended up being good for me, though not good for my wallet because computer parts are expensive. Bluma, love, darling, y'all. If you're not following Bluma, go follow her right this second. She's amazing. She's amazing. She deserves all the love. Go show her some love. Follow her. Check out her streams. It's great content. She's literally like one of my favorite people on the internet. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket, my dear. We are finally back with the Renbury family after 2.5 long real life weeks. Oh, Bluma, I just thought of something that I need to send to you. I'm going to send you a quick DM because I found out a coworker had a thing and it made me think of Pickled. So I'm going to DM you and I'm asking that you show it to Pickled. Real quick, let me be right back because the cat's made a sound that made me concerned. What are you guys doing? Good? Good? Crappy, are you good? All right. So we're back. I think the cats are fine. They just got a little riled up. And my little taskbar up here does not look great. We're gonna work around it as long as we can, because like it looks like I'm having some sort of mod glitch up here. Oh, you're not disrupting stream, Bluma. You are never a disruption. You are always a blessing. So yes, we are here with our family. Alice is pregnant. We've got Clemens. Her birthday is on Wednesday. Wednesday, we age up Clemens. Yeah, we're gonna work around this up here, this shenanigans, as long as we possibly can. And I'm gonna try to look into what's going on there. I'm actually working some extra hours at work this week. So I probably won't be hanging out much in Discord tomorrow and Friday like I thought I was going to be able to do, because I'm basically working full time this week. Because it just turned out that we are super duper busy on my 2 days that I usually have off. So they asked if I could do some extra hours, and after May, I could use the money. So sometimes that's how it goes, you know? Sometimes that is how it goes. We are back though. We've got bread, babies asleep, kids asleep. Fires are going. Technically, it's finishing off the last little bit of summer. Just the last couple hours. I'll run some updates tonight after stream. That'll hopefully help some of this resolve. Dude, there's still puddle. All right, that's all clean. You go to bed, Hob. Can you go to sleep here? Can you reach that? Yes. Yes, you can. Okay, cool. Ah, sorry about the spinning. Dude, go back to sleep. What have y'all been up to? Have you done anything fun in the last 2 weeks when I was MIA? Let me know in the chat if you'd like to tell me about it. I did some, it's off-roading, but there technically was a road. You know, it was just a really rough road. With my dad. So that was fun. Rafi has decided he likes sleeping on top of the back of the chair. You might catch him, like, playing with his tail as well. You've been learning how to use Notion? What is Notion? What is that? Is that like an editing software or a music software? I'm assuming it's a software or a program of some kind. Oh, it's like Excel but better. I'll take your word for it. I mean, I don't use, like, I just use Google Sheets for a lot of things. What, like, Excel-like for my personal, and then I use actual Excel at work. Well, me realizing that their heads are poking through just a little bit. Might need to fix that. Add it to the list. Okay. Oh, you're using it to build a digital planner? Ooh, big learning curve, though. Well, good luck, Rose. What are you doing? Try to potty? I am so glad that Jill has aged up and we don't have to, like, constantly be looking to make sure she's not splashing in the chamber pot. Thank you, you'll need it. Oh. I bet there are tons of, usually things like that have a lot of, like, YouTube tutorials that you know, people have made. Have you been able to tap into any of that? You've been leaning on a lot of YouTube? Okay, well, good. Good. I'm glad that you've been able to find that useful. I don't know why I keep yawning. I'm not actually feeling that tired at the moment. It's raining. It's also Sunday. We gotta go to church. Take me to church. Ba, 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 da. Okay. I need a medieval take me to church. Does that exist? Hold on. Spotify. Is there a medieval take me to church? If so, I'm adding it to the queue. Someone did do a Bardcore cover of Take Me to Church. We're gonna listen to it. I'm adding it to the queue. It'll be the next song. We're gonna check it out. By Portego. Let's see. Ellie, welcome in. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. How are you doing, love? You can come up, Leo. Oh my gosh. Y'all, do you see Raffy just sprawled on the back of the chair? I'm going to try and take a picture before he moves. He looks so comfy. Paige, oh my gosh, welcome Raiders. I am so sorry. My sound alerts seem to be not working right now, but welcome in Raiders. Y'all, if you are not following Cozy Peach, you should. It's a cozy time. It's great. It's great. She's a console gamer. She's a mom. She's amazing. And you need to check her out. Brad, welcome in. Rose, welcome. And yes, Ultimate Decades is very fun. I'm playing an extended edition. We can talk more about that later if you'd like. Peach, welcome in. Let's see, who else? Peach, thanks for collecting your daily blanket. Zeppy. Anyone else? Anyone else who came in with the raid, welcome in. Thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, I'm Ren. My pronouns are she, her, and I am a historical variety streamer. I play a lot of Sims 4 Ultimate Decades Challenge. I play an extended edition of which, instead of the original 4 days to a year, I do 4 weeks to a year. That way I have plenty of time for lore building and storytelling. That is me. Other than that, I play other games that are centered on history, mythology, and folklore. Those are my jams. I'm a big history nerd. If you like history, it doesn't matter what part of history you like to. If you like to learn, you're in a good place. But welcome in, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Peach, what were you doing on stream today? If you'd like to talk about it, I'd love to hear about it. If you or anyone in your community needs to raid and run, please feel free to do so. Take care of yourselves first and foremost. And yeah, but if you'd like to hang out, we're playing Ultimate Decades Challenge. It's autumn 1307. We're just getting that medieval life going. We're going to be taking us to church here shortly. I need to get Jill out of the bear costume. But welcome in, everybody. Hello. It's good to meet everybody. And good to see old friends come back. Pinky! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the resub for 9. Oh, Pinky, we have a Twitch baby. What are we naming our Twitch baby? Tell me. Tell me. What are we naming him? Them. He, she, they. Let me know in the chat what we are naming our Twitch baby. Congratulations. It's a Twitch baby. Pinky, and thank you for collecting your daily blanket. 92, my friend. You are almost a cozy noble. For those of you who don't know, I award the special Discord role of cozy noble to anyone who has collected at least 100 blankets. Let's see, you gotta braid JC's hair, so you're lurking for a bit. Okay, get that hairstyling going. Love that for you and JC. You were working on your rags and riches, built a little shop to sell farm goods at. Ooh, love that for you. I'm excited to see it next time I can catch one of your Sims streams. All right, we're good, we're good. All right, it is 4:18 a.m. I'm really gonna have to look into my sound alerts. It annoys me that they're not going off. Let's see. You're eating. You need to change out of the bear costume. I don't care that you're in a bear phase. You're also in 1307. There is no bear costume. You just have to suffer. You cannot be your spirit animal in 1307, or you will be called a witch. Seraphina. Oh, I think it's beautiful, Sarah, for short. I love it, Pinky. I love it. Welcome to the world, Twitch baby Seraphina. We welcome you with open arms. All right. Let's see. Baby needs cleaned up a little bit. Let's clean Michael up here. Alright, Jill, why don't you come use the toilet? You can be sad that you're longing to be in bear form, but you cannot be in bear form or you will not make it to teenhood because you will have been accused of sorcery and witchcraft. Great the world with open arms. Great the world with open arms, yes. Baby, it's time for you to get up so that we can feed you. Leo, honey, no. You make me nervous. Why does he make me nervous, you might ask? Because he puts his paws way too close to the power button on my computer. That makes me nervous. Take me to church. All right, we're going.
Yes.
Oh, Oreo, thank you for redeeming Save the Game. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Pinky. Okay. It's not prank day. Not in 1307. It's not. All right. I keep wanting to call Clemens Jelliana. That's not her name. And I feel bad. Guys, make sure you eat some breakfast. Eat the breakfast. Bread for breakfast, like just bread, if it's a nice bread, doesn't seem too bad. But I suppose it would be considered rather plain in these days. I mean, it'd be considered a pretty plain breakfast today, too. But, you know, the most of what they have is wheat, so needs must. I'm really looking forward to building the lore. It sounds bad, but I'm really looking forward to building the lore around the famine years. Because I've, like, read the history about, like, the weather that led up to it. Let's see. All right, everybody doing good? What's this? What is this? Oh, that's what they're eating the bread on. Like a cloth, basically. No, you can't like fitness. Because going out of your way to burn calories is not a 14th century thing to do. Like, knights worked out because they practiced their craft. You know, they sparred. Really, most of the time they were, like, working with dummies or they were doing the tournament circuit of Europe. Alice, please eat something, and then we will go to church. It will be time to head off to church. I feel bad for the graves of her babies. I do. I feel so bad. We're gonna go to church here soon. But seriously, Jill is so cute. Such a cute sim. She gives main character energy, I'm not gonna lie. Though if all the other male relatives also die and she lives and gets married, then technically we will still follow her story. We have to follow a boy if we have a boy to follow. So whether that's Adam or Richard or Everard's son. Wait, did you finish eating? I think she finished. Okay. Travel. Let's head off to church, y'all. Let's head off to church. Off to the village church. So question, y'all. So Klondike bars were on sale at my store this week, and I did get some. And I was wondering, do you all like Klondike bars? And if you do, what would you do for a Klondike bar? No, not really. That wasn't what I was gonna ask. But if you like Klondike bars, are you more of a traditionalist, get the original, or do you have a particular flavor of Klondike bar that you favor if you have the option? Let me know in the chat. Rose gets it. Rose gets it. Gets the joke. I love it. Da-da-da. You like the crunch kind? Nice. All right, everybody come over here. We're gonna go sit together, pretend we're attending service. At our little village church. Why do you look like a metal figurine? You're so shiny. So shiny. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Just in plastic. It's fantastic. I am fully leaning into the ADHD tonight, just saying. You can brush my hair and take me everywhere. Yeah. I never claimed to be a great singer, so I apologize. She has metallized. Yes, she has. Or plastic. Like even the teeth are shiny. That is a Hollywood smile right there. Look at that Hollywood grin. Hollywood bright shining smile that the dentist advertised. Seriously though, where's our cousin? I really want Jill and Ida. I feel bad because Ida will die, but Jill and Ida are gonna be besties, and Hellwise will join them as soon as she's a child as well. All right, Cole is family oriented. We did some socialization. Love that for us. I see, Bridget, the nun, is here. Aw, he can like renew his vows. I see a song of past romance. I see the sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. I love it. Love it, Pinky. We're here. We're socializing. Alice, who are you talking to? No one at the moment. Yeah, you just went like full metallic, my dear. I'm gonna have to... Clearly that particular custom content has broken. So I will need to replace that outfit. Good night, Alice! I'm gonna tuck you in. I'm gonna tuck you in. I love how casual Raffi is about like the way he lays on the top of the chair. It always looks like he's posing for a photo shoot, so I oblige. Handsome boy. Like, come on. He's totally posing. We are going to try to get through this full season, but because, unlike usual, I do have to go to work tomorrow, we are going to be conscious of that in timing so that I can actually get to sleep at a decent hour. Because usually it doesn't matter. Usually I don't work tomorrow, so that will change because I will be full-time by September. So, Rune, welcome in, love. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. How are you doing? Soul, it's good to see you, my dear. How have you been? All right, I'm gonna send people home. Send the women and children home. Have Adam travel. We gotta get the men over to the archery field. It's archery club time. After church archery club. The medieval pastime choice of your average man. We'll invite Richard and Everard. And where's Cole? Where's Cole? Can we invite Cole? Well, there's Wolfstan. I guess we'll leave it at that. Thank you. I am doing very well. I'm getting some extra hours at work this week, which is what I was just talking about when you got in. And because of that, I can't just like push through and stay up late. If I don't like make it through the whole season by about 10 p.m. my time, I'm gonna have to just save it for later. Oh, a verse from a collective tale. Thank you for sticking through ads if you are getting ads. And Renaissance Sim's cozy stream chats abuzz with dreams and schemes. Peach braids hair, then lurks away, while blanket forts grow day by day. Naknud Pinky names a sim with grace, yes. Quotes from Epic fill the space. Sinink bids us all good night as Rune Domina joins the light. Community snug and tight. All right, we're gonna have the boys do their typical after church little archery competition. Yeah, y'all do some archery together here. In the name of the king, we must practice the bow. Ba-ba. I love that We Are the Champions medieval style is what's playing for this. Yes, we are the champions of them all. Okay. Like a really rough guy. Alice, go home. You shouldn't be here. Oh, well, oh, Bluma, I'm sorry your connection is struggling, but thank you for the lurk. Adam ended up beating Adam 2-2. Interesting notification. Or Oreo, welcome back from ads. Thank you for sticking through them. Anyone who had ads, thank you for sticking through them and supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. Adam, why don't you talk with your buddy Wolfstan here? I heard he recently had a baby. Why don't we talk about that? Why don't we have like a friendly discussion about all the things? Have a deep conversation, you know? Talk with each other. You can share some of your melancholy thoughts, maybe concern over Clemence as she approaches her first birthday. You've lost 2 other daughters before. Yep, he saw the gravestone. He's worried that he's gonna lose his youngest daughter, like he's lost his 4 other children. Give it like a little smooth apology for that one time. It's like, I'm sorry I once called your mother a llama. That was out of line. I was drunk. It's not an excuse, but I am sorry. Chat about the farmer lifestyle. You're on potato mode. I get you. I get you. Have some more friendly conversation. Maybe talk about the local fishing spots. Oh, hey, it's Duke Thevenin, who is also a knight. He is both Duke and Sir Thevenin. Sir Thevenin. Yes, I mean, we could try a friendly introduction. I mean, Duke Thevenin, he's a noble. He's kind of above. Oh, yeah, no, he didn't really want to mingle with the peasants. Didn't really want to mingle with the peasants. Let's see. What else we got going? All right, I think I'm going to send everybody home. Let's all go home. Because, like, Hob needs to pee so bad. Let's get him home so he can do that in peace. Love that Richard and Everard are just hanging out by the well with these non-existent umbrellas. The umbrellas don't exist. The umbrella is a lie. Because there are no umbrellas at this time. I don't think. When was the umbrella invented? Now I need to Google. When was umbrella invented? Well, the earliest umbrellas actually are over 4,000 years old. That is the parasol umbrella, the ones that are primarily designed for blocking sunlight, not rain. And they were used widely in Egypt, Assyria, Greece, and China. We learned something. Look at us go. Technically, they could have an umbrella. When was the modern umbrella invented, though? 1852, an American invented the modern version, which is still widely used today. The French word parapluie means umbrella, with para meaning protection. In English, however, it is derived from Latin and has a different definition. Fascinating. Again, leaning into the ADHD today. There you go. Parasol umbrellas have existed for eons, but the waterproof umbrella has only existed for less than 200 years. I think it's interesting. Like, the parasol has existed for, like, literally, like, 4,000 years. But it took them 3,800 years to come up with a waterproof design of that same object. Talk about a lag. That's a long time to wait for an update. I'm just saying. Like, get that rain protection DLC going for you. Almost 4 millennia to get to get that DLC. Can you imagine? All right, Hob, can you please go home? I guess you used a bush. Let's get you guys home. Get you guys, I guess you're not hungry, but, you know, we can pretend you ate supper. I freaking love my cat. Both of them. I love both of my cats. Where'd Leo go? Don't see Leo. No Leo at the moment. I'm gonna close my window here. Hey, thank you for redeeming Give Leo a treat. I don't have Raffi's command up yet. Do you want me to give Leo a treat or do you want me to give Raffi a treat? Because guess what, y'all? Raffi accepted treats for the very first time 2 nights ago. He accepted treats. It was very exciting. I was moved to tears. Because he finally feels safe enough. So yes, Peach, are we giving a treat to Leo or are we giving a treat to Raffi? Both. You'll redeem a second one. There's a cooldown on that, Peach. But you know, just this one. Oh, yeah, I think there's like a 30-minute cooldown on that redeem. You know, it's fine. We'll make it work. Raffi. Okay. Give me a second. Yes, Raffi took a treat. I thought I told you that. Did I not tell you that, Ellie? I'm sorry. I must have forgot. But yes, he took a treat. He took a treat. I might be able to get them both to eat one at once. Because if they both... Let me grab a churu. It's actually you guys' dinner time, but, you know... My fault for not feeding you. You guys can have a treat for dessert before dinner. Raffi, come here. Leo knows what these are better than Raffi. I'm gonna try and split this one churu between the two of them. But Raffi, I need you to come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Both of you. Come here. Come here. Oh. Raffi, come here. Please. Leo, stop being a hog here. Raffi, come here. Leo. No, Raffi, come back. All right. We might have to do this in 2 goes. I'm going to feed half of it to Leo, then kick Leo out and feed the other half to Raffi. I think that's what we're going to do. We'll split the one treat 2 ways. Leo knows what this is. Careful. Get the camera. I think Raffi got clued in on what this is because Leo ate it first. This is how I fed Raffi a treat last time, is I pulled one of these out and I gave a little bit to Leo and then I let Raffi try it. And so Raffi's kind of taking cues from Leo a good bit on like, oh, this is how I do it. Woo-hoo. I need to put a little sign up when we do this on treat break. All right, Leo. I can't give Leo straight from the packaging on these because he will chew it and he will eat the plastic to get at the rest of the churu. Okay. All right, babe. Ow. Easy. Last little bit and then it's Raffi's turn. Okay. Pokey, thank you for the group hydrate. I appreciate you. I'll get a drink here after I get the cats finished with their treat. All right, Leo. All right, Raffi's turn. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here. He does not love it. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, I know you don't like being held up like that, like Leo does. It's just a baby. Yeah, it's tasty, huh? Floofiest of babies, yes. Get my hair out of your paw here. He likes the treats. Yes, he has. He discovered he liked the treats. So, hey, this ain't so bad. This ain't so bad. He just doesn't like being, like, hoisted up the way Leo tolerates. I'm gonna make some text that I can, like, post up that'll say, like, cat intermission for times like this. All right, Precious. I think we just about got all of it. I don't think there's any more. I think that's it. That's it. No more. No more. There's no more. I mean, there's a little on my fingers. Want that? All right, baby. Oh. Well, thank you, Peach, for redeeming Give the Kitties a Treat. They very much enjoyed sharing that. And, I'll open the door here. I had to lock Leo out. Otherwise, he would have tried to steal all of Raffi's half of the treat. There's no more. There's no more, Leo. You split the treat with Raffi. Like good siblings. Alright, let me grab my drink real quick. Okay. I got a drink. I'm hydrating. It's non-caffeinated, so it does count. And let's go back to the game. All right. I'm skipping to the next song. All right, we're back. It's In Today Sunday. Somebody put the baby in the crib. Have Jill washed up. Aw, thank you, Pokey. I appreciate that. Leo. Let's see. We got all the family back here. Babe, there's no more in there. It's just a wrapper. He's like, I want more. I want some more, said it. All right. Okay. For real. We're back. We got let's bring you back here. We gotta clean up this shed and the coop. We'll have Hob clean the coop. Split the duties here. Scatter some feed to the chickens. Oh, honey, there's no more treat. I know, Raffi. Both of them are like, where's the rest? Where's the rest of it? There is no more. There is no more. You ate all the treat, but I'm gonna be feeding you guys dinner here before long anyway. It's a very wet day in autumn. It's September, technically, right now. Yeah, it's September at the moment. Shout out to my fellow Virgos. Oh. Yes, a broke. Adam, come repair. You can go wash your hands at the well instead. Alice, put the baby in the crib, please. See. Adam, why don't you clean up after you fix the pot? Hob, I can just send you to bed. Hmm. Jill, let's send you to bed. How much are our bills gonna be? Almost all of our money. We're gonna be poor again. This is why I hesitated. To spend a bunch of money because I was like, the bills are coming back. It's gonna be bad. I don't know why I just did that in like a cheesy Italian. It's gonna be bad. I don't know. I don't know. This is where the head is going tonight, and I'd say sorry, but I'm not. So yeah, that's just where we're at. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be May. See, rain all over the place tonight. Why is the baby still on the floor? Clemens! Why are you on the floor? Who put baby in a corner? It was Alice. I know it. Alice put baby in the corner. Let's see. Alice! 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 Why am I thinking of like the Ozzy Osbourne? Sharon! I don't know. I don't know. I said it before. My brain's all over the place tonight. I don't know what to do with it. It just. You all get to deal with me unfiltered. Rin Unleashed. It's probably because I haven't been able to stream in 2.5 weeks, so it's all been like just building up. Just building up. We can sell some vinegar to Trader Jacques when he comes by. He usually comes by on a Monday. So we can try and sell some of our homemade vinegar to him when he comes, because we have a lot of vinegar. We got a good amount of homemade vinegar. I am looking forward to like Clements, because Clements actually, I did like a side-by-side comparison. Clements looks, as an infant, looks so much like Christine, except in the coloring. because Clements has Alice's pale blonde, but has Adam's green eyes. So I'm hopeful that we get to see her grow up. Back to sleep. Michael is up. Done with the Sunday. I'll gray that out on my timeline. Friendly reminder to save your games if you're playing a game at the moment. Save your progress. Save yourselves! Mayday, mayday, SOS. Hopefully not yet. Hi, hello. Oh my gosh, thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. I apologize. For some reason, my sound alerts are not working tonight. I will be looking into it. But I do very, very much appreciate the support and congratulations on collecting your 30th blanket. Your blanket fort is growing steadily. Oh, the precious. Oh, the precious blanket. But how are you doing, love? How are you? How was your day? I hope you're doing well. Okay. You want infinite comfort objects? Yes, absolutely. Same. I want a room that's just blankets. Like, if I was super duper rich, I would have a house that had a room that was just blankets. Blankets everywhere, of every type, of every texture, of every pleasing texture, I should specify. Quilts and plush and faux furs and microfibers and knitted blankets and crocheted blankets and embroidered blankets. All of it. All of it. You have too many blankets to count? Ooh, that's impressive. I think I only have a dozen in real life. But I have infinite blankets in the digital world. Tally, welcome in, love. I've missed you too. I'm good. How are you doing? Congratulations on collecting your 37th blanket. What have you been up to? How are you doing? Michael and Jill have a difficult family dynamic. Could cause some drama later. Assuming Michael lives. Of just like, it could be. I mean, Jill saw the whole drama that happened between their mothers. Like, she was old enough to like have like an actual impressioned memory from that time when Sybil was living with them and pregnant, and Alice was pregnant with Jelliana. So I'm thinking, yeah, they have a bit of a difficult family dynamic where maybe Jill, you know, because children aren't always logical, but, you know, maybe Jill kind of blames Michael for that time of strife between her parents. Hi, thank you for redeeming Medieval Fact of the Day. It's Pride Month, so why don't we talk about Edward II? We are during, oh, Tally, I know how that is. Let me send you a hug. Hang in there, love. There's always a light at the end. Nothing lasts forever. I know you've probably heard these dozens and dozens of times. It's the point that it might be annoying to hear. So I'm sorry for repeating them. But Kai, it's Pride Month. Let's talk about Edward II. Now the thing about Edward II is there's no actual historical. Lil Shrike, welcome in, love. How are you doing? It's good to see you. But yeah, it's Pride Month. Let's talk about Edward II. Funny thing about Edward II is a lot of people talk about him as, you know, the gay king. But the fact of the matter is there's no actual, like, historical documentation that he actually had relations with his favorites. I'm personally of the opinion that he probably was, whether it ever got physical or not, because religious repression is a real thing. But like I said, he did have favorites. Galveston was the main one in the early years of his reign, where he literally would listen to Galveston over anyone in his court. Galveston said so. It must be true. Oh, well, I'm glad it does help, Tally. Yes, Pride Month fact. So, yeah, there's not... I'm personally of the opinion that I think he probably was, whether or not it ever actually went physical, because being repressed by, like... You know, when you're in a very, very conservative religious environment, this happens to people even today, where they're just so of like, well, of course I can't be. And so they're just like, I love him, but no homo. And I kind of think, even if it never got physical, I think Edward II kind of was that. But no, Galveston was his main favorite. It caused a ton of issues in like the first, I don't know, 8 years of his reign, roughly. Because he was, like I said, he was literally treating Galveston like a brother. He awarded him a title that should have traditionally gone to one of Edward's half-brothers, but he awarded it to his favorite, Galveston, instead, and made him an earl. Yes, you get the repression. You want to work with individuals with religious trauma who are LGBTQA+, because you've been through it. I love that for you, Kai. I love that. Yeah, no, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And, but, yeah, so he, you know, he constantly, like, the writings were like, oh, yes, I loved him like a brother. And I'm just like, this seems like a little bit more. This seems like a little bit more. It's like one of those things where it's like, oh, yeah, we're best friends. We do everything together. I think about them all the time. I couldn't live without them, but it's purely platonic. Is it? Is it really? That's my question. Seems a little fruity. I mean, culture was different, but also was more conservative. So, like, nevertheless, Galveston ended up being murdered by the Earl of Lancaster. Hot tea there. I will go into in more depth in another time when I have better notes prepared. Edward was devastated and went on an absolute revenge rampage after the fact. Again, doesn't just scream brotherly love of just like, he actually, Galveston was so favored that, like, literally, okay, like when Edward II was coronated, like he got married to his very, very young wife, Isabella, like a month before his coronation. And they came to England. And through his favoritism of Galveston, like you can look this up, like the specifics. Again, I don't have my notes in front of me right now, so I can't talk about the specific things he did. But Edward II, through his favoritism of Galveston, managed to literally insult every single other person at his coronation. It was so bad. Like, he insulted his wife, he insulted the French delegation, he insulted his barons, like, by putting Galveston, who at the time was just a knight, above everybody else, without regard for customs or like whose role was traditionally the role in the coronation and whatnot. But yeah, I'm a firm believer. Like I said, there's no evidence that it ever actually got physical. The rumors of him being gay actually came later on when his rule was actually like falling apart in the mid 1320s. His rule was falling apart. His wife and his son were literally rebelling against him. And his wife had, in the midst of his wife rebelling against him, he took his greatest enemy as her lover. Like, girl knew how to slap back. She was sick of being tired of being ignored and disrespected. And yeah, she literally took Edward II's worst enemy as her lover in the midst of rebelling against him and led a rebellion that turned basically all of England. She spread the propaganda that he was gay. With his second favorite, Hugh Despenser the Younger. Because that's another thing. In the vacuum of Galveston's death, after he was murdered, Hugh Despenser the Elder and Hugh Despenser the Younger, his son, kind of stepped in as Oh my gosh, they're all so terrible to Edward II. He was very easily manipulated as a king. He was. He was very easily manipulated. And it showed throughout his entire reign. Edward II is the one example of a king, like the earliest English example I can think of a king having been forced to abdicate the throne for his son to take over. And then he was imprisoned and later murdered in his cell. More on that another time. But those are your medieval facts of the day. In honor of Pride Month, I figured we might as well talk about Edward II and his favorites. All right, guys, come on, eat breakfast. Absolutely, Kai. Hopefully you guys didn't get too bored there. Get everyone to eat some breakfast of delicious pottage. Doesn't it look yummy? All right, we're good. We're good. Why are you just standing over there, Jill? You could sit at the table. Oh, there's something in the way. Here. How would you come sit down? Come sit down. Sit down, my dear. Jill really does look so much like her dad. She's got his coloring. She's got his eye shape. All right. Well, it's not raining for... Okay, I spoke too soon. It started raining. Oh, we got bills. We have the bills. Let's go pay those. That'll take most of our money. Jill, why aren't you eating? Do I need to reset you? Let's spread some feed, collect some eggs. All right, I think I need to reset Jill here. Have Michael play with a toy. Ooh, yes. Incubate some eggs. Incubate. And incubate the other one. You scatter the feed? It doesn't look like you did. We'll scatter more. just to be safe. Ba, 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 da. All right, we have 454 simoleons. I do need to move to build mode. Delete some plants so that we can actually start. Shift C, money, 454. All right. Now we can go back to live mode. Plant a fresh wheat crop. Get some planting. Anyone doing anything fun this week? It is summertime. Some of y'all might be going on vacations or short day trips or just plain enjoying the weather wherever you live. Leo, you okay there? Oh, you're getting stuck, honey. Getting stuck. Go on. Can you get through? Are you? Oh, honey, you're. Did you get it? You get through? Good boy. Okay. He almost got tangled in the cords. You're trying to get a placement? Nice. Is that like an apartment? Or is it like a academic placement? I'm not familiar with the use of that word in that context, Pinky. Is that like a flat? Come on. Oh, a job as part of Uni course for a year. Okay. At my college, we call just for comparison, just because I know you're in the UK, I'm in the States. And I always find the different ways we call the same or similar things very interesting. At my college, we called that a work study. Oh, it's shaping up to be stressful. I'm sorry. hope you get a good one and that you enjoy it. Oh, we're going into ads here. So let me do a quick BRB because I gotta feed the kitties dinner. And I will be right back after this break. I will see y'all in a couple minutes. Welcome back from ads. If you had ads, thank you so much for sticking through them. We're back with our family. I'm working on getting the fields set up for autumn planting here. Plant some fresh wheat. Oh. Come on. Thank you. Also, Meg, welcome in. How are you doing? Adam, you can get started coming over here and planting while I get the barley field set up. Do any of you have a favorite character of our current Decades Challenge? I'm kind of curious who the favorites are right now as far as our characters or, you know, Sims go on the family tree. Let me know in the chat if you've got a favorite Sim for us to follow or work with. My favorite's probably Jill at the moment. Everard and Basilia, of course it is. They are a lovely little couple. They had quite the interesting start to their romance. It was quite fun. You like watching Lily, but she's a cat? That's fair. It's not Friday, McCrook. Get out of here. We're not giving you any taxes. No, sir. But if Jacques is here, we'll sell him some vinegar. Oh, geez, that was... Did y'all see that? That was... It was like, just cloudy and then sudden downpour. You know, I've been in weather like that, where it's like, oh, yeah, it's just a cloudy day, and then suddenly, crash, boom, rain and soaked everywhere. Just drenched, instant drenching. How's Celestria? Celestria's good. Did she have a... As far as I know, she's good. It has been a little bit, it has been a few weeks since I checked on the NPCs just because of the unfortunate and temporary death of my computer that I had to deal with. But yeah, no, Celestria's good. She's still alive and all that. No worries there. Pinky! Decently educated, if possible, the child of an educator tutor. Gotcha. Profession-wise, either artist or scribe writer. Scribe would work, yeah. Oh, wrong thing. Barley, not wheat. You could be a potter, especially because we now have like the official pottery skill. Because I do have that pack. So, I mean, I could make you a potter if you wanted to lean more on the artistic side. Or we could aim for something more scribe. Let's see. Erratic, good, perfectionist. Yes, send some. You can DM me some images. You might have to send me a friend request first because of the way my settings are. But yes, thank you for redeeming Make Me into a sim NPC for Ultimate Decades, Pinky. That's a lot of points to use. I appreciate you sticking around enough to accumulate that many channel points. I will definitely work on that. Like I said earlier in the stream, I'm actually working more hours this week than I usually do. Though by September, it will be the norm. I will no longer have Wednesdays and Fridays off by September, but I don't have them off this week. Work is very, very busy, and they asked if I could do some more hours, and I need the money, so I said yes. So it'll probably be the weekend, or at least it'll probably be the weekend when I can work on that Pinky. I gotta make Oreos still as well. So I'll probably do like a Discord thing maybe on Sunday. To put both of your Sims together. All right, finally got that. It's not thundering yet. I'm making a note of this though. But we can exchange some messages discussing your lore. And this is just juice, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. I just like drinking juice in a wine glass because it makes me feel fancy. This is some heavy rain. This is a proper English rain right here. Like right the way I always imagined like an English countryside downpour. You enjoy story writing, but your handwriting is terrible. Fair. You drink apple juice from a Guinness glass? Appropriate, in my opinion. Alice, where are you taking Michael? He might not be your son by blood, but that's no reason to abandon him. Are you seriously like, oh my gosh, he's even in his night clothes. And you're just like dropping him out in the rain? That's some like next level evil stepmother. Even though you're not the stepmother. Alright. Y'all need to like settle down. Like there's some trauma for Michael. Let's just give the poor kid some trauma. I'm glad you agree, Pinky. About the rain. Poor Michael walking back to the house in the rain on his little legs. And I know it's been over a month since our last King of the Castle stream. I am planning the next one. If you are in my Discord, I do have a poll up to help decide when the next King of the Castle is going to be, like what our new day is, because I can't do Friday evenings anymore. Because I've been reserving those for time with my dad. And at least for now, I can't do Friday evenings. But so far it's looking like Sundays are probably going to be the day. It won't be every Sunday. Once a month to every other Sunday is probably going to be King of the Castle. Ah, Kai, thank you for redeeming Save the Game. There's no lightning yet, so I'm letting Adam continue to work on the planting in the rain. We'll make sure to feed Clements. You hope it doesn't end up clashing with D&D. It'll probably be a mix, because like I said, I mean, it will depend a little bit on the month or the week. Because I'm looking at like using the top 2 to 3 times as like the go-to times for King of the Castle. Yeah, no worries. And but it'll probably, I think the top one right now is like Sunday afternoon my time. I have to check. Which depending on the time of afternoon, I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, it'll depend. Because sometimes we'll probably do it on Saturdays after Ultimate Decades, or we'll do a round before Ultimate Decades. I want to try and like do it at a couple different times here and there, like mix it up, just so everyone has a chance to possibly do it, but I also need there to be enough people to play. Rain is lightening up. Bob, you should go help with the planting. Adam, why don't you take a break and go to the bathroom? Oh, well, right now, because the poll's gonna go for like another 5 or so days. But right now the leading one is like Sunday afternoon, my time. As far as what's leading in the poll. But yeah, Sunday afternoon, and like the second most one is Sunday evenings. Um, you typically work till 3 your time, yeah. Makes sense. Oh, somebody needs to clean this baby. Clean up the baby. Let's see. Oh, can you get a tuck in, Pinky? Yes, you can. What do you mean, read him a story? You don't know how to read. Bob will continue the planting tomorrow. You can leave off there, sir. Honey, why don't you eat? You just not want egg? Will you eat bread? Okay, Michael, go to sleep. You eat your food already? I might be more tired than I thought. Will you eat the food yet? Staring at the food is not eating, Jill.
Espina, Fanoob soon. Jinjil Shopa, Nonafej, Yasharu, Zarb's Canoe, Merz Tafusha.
Molu. Plushi Fwasa.
Nuyapsa,
Dali
Suned,
Kumar. Seneke Belindi.
Bintrip Nebo, Muchi Peachy.
Oh!
Paguna de Roy, Ublish de Borg, Ospa,
Oh!
Akreba Soon. Oh,
Wasiba!
Madei.
Oh!
Forney Fatos Fast.
Oh!
Paniops. Yes. Wanu Barak. Chronochech. Bobna Church.
I won all sorts of brownie points with my coworkers today because I brought. Last night I was experimenting and making new cookie recipes. And so I made like 3 different types of cookies, probably 6 dozen. About a little more than 6 dozen cookies. And I brought them all to work with me to foist them onto my coworkers as my guinea pigs. And they gladly ate them all up and gave me feedback. So it was good. Some of the feedback surprised me. Like one of the recipes I wasn't really personally loving the texture of, But I got nothing but compliments for it at work, so
Slonkim. Biomech boy.
you know, to each their own. Probably still gonna develop most of the, like 2 of the 3 recipes. One of them turned out great on the first try, so I'm like, okay, no improvement needed. Don't need to change anything. Because that was like a perfect little tiny sugar cookie. And I don't know why Jill is not eating for me. I'm having some glitches with the Sims system tonight. Yeah, I was part of it was I was experimenting making vegan cookie recipes. And so the lemon vegan cookie recipe turned out great. First try. I was like, awesome. I got that balance perfect. So, you know, pat on the back, proud of that one. The strawberry one, again, that was the one that I was like a little unsure on the texture. Because it tasted almost like a muffin top. Like I said, I got compliments on it, but it didn't taste like a cookie to me. But I got a lot of feedback that people were liking, that they were very like soft. So I've got some ideas where I'll probably take that recipe to develop it a little further to be still soft, but more cookie like more of a soft cookie than a muffin top. Like I said, it got compliments, but I personally, it's not a favorite of mine. And so until it's a favorite of mine, I'm going to keep working on the recipe. I'm considering buying some like strawberry extract at some point. And yeah, and I've got like vegan coworkers who were so excited to have cookies that they could eat at work. Spoon, welcome in, love. Thanks for collecting your 30th blanket. I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Yeah, and anytime I know that I'm going to be bringing things into work, like I'm very careful on like cross-contamination as far as like allergies go. So it's like I made 2 vegan recipes and 1 non-vegan recipe. So I did the vegan ones first. And I cleaned everything in between recipes, of course. But I'm just super cautious with like cross-contamination because like the non-vegan one also had like tree nuts in it. And so I made sure that it was the last one that I did, even though I was cleaning and exchanging foil between, you know, foil on my cookie sheets in between recipes. And I like marked on my little sticky notes what the allergens were, you know, gluten, soy, flax, egg, dairy, for the non-vegan recipe, and coconut. So but no, I mean, especially because like so many people have allergies and everything or dietary restrictions, it's very satisfying to me to, you know, I like going out of my way sometimes to be like, I'm going to bake something that's not necessarily made for my taste, but will make someone who doesn't often get these things very happy. But yes, Spoon, I am back. My computer is fixed. We are back in business. We are back in business, my friend, except my Sims game is a bit glitchy tonight. I need to go back through my mods again and check for conflicts, updates, things like that. Because like I'm struggling to get like Jill to eat. And I honestly might not be on that much longer, even though we're not very far into autumn. Because I am pretty tired tonight. It was a pretty busy day at work. But we'll definitely finish autumn on Thursday because I have added another Sims stream to the schedule. So we will, at the very minimum, get through autumn and winter of 1307 this week. But I mean, part of it is I'm tired, and the other part is I am seeing an increased amount of glitches right now in my game. And I want to make sure that I can address and, if possible, fix what's going wrong here. Don't do scroll wheel. Okay. It tried to like psych me out there. Like, is it gonna be a scroll wheel of doom? Is it? No, not this time. Not this time. Yeah, I know we only got through 2 days so far. But I'm seeing a number of glitches that I'm gonna need to address off stream. And because of that, I think I'm gonna end early tonight. That way I can try and do a little bit of that addressing before I go to bed and have it be in better shape for Thursday stream where we will pick this up. So I'm sorry this is kind of a short stream tonight, y'all, especially for my comeback. But I did have a lot of fun tonight. It's great being able to hang out with you all again. I really, really did miss you all so very, very much. I'm like fluorescent right now. Why am I fluorescent? Slightly better, but I am still radiantly white. And unfortunately, I don't know that there's much I can change that. Most of that is just my genetics. I am too darn Irish. But yeah, so I'm gonna look for us to find somebody to raid out to real quick. See if we've got a friend who is doing some gameplay right now. Let's see. Maybe we'll go say hi to QT. Looks like Cutie's doing possibly some 100 baby challenge tonight. They've been streaming a while, though. I don't know that they're going to be streaming for much longer. Sweet Pea hasn't been streaming quite as long. And looks like... Let's see. Natural highlighter, yeah. I guess you could call it that. That's a nice way of putting it, Zeppy. Yeah, I was so glad to hang out with you too, Tally. What game do you... I figured we'd stay in Sims. I figured we'd stay in The Sims tonight. It's usually the easiest category for me to stick into. So when I'm playing Sims, I try to raid into a Sims streamer. I mean, a part of me was like, how long has it been since we rated this person? Then I'm like, well, it's been more than 2.5 weeks, guaranteed, because that was the last time I streamed. Peach rated us, we could raid Peach back, because Peach went back into live streaming after raiding us. Nice, Tally. Should we raid Peach back? Peach raided us earlier, but then went right back into streaming. Do y'all want to go see Cozy Peach? Cozy Peach is one of my best online friends, one of my best streamer friends. Console Simmer. Really good time. Very sweet person. A little bit chaotic. She's been doing some gameplay in anticipation for the next pack release. Looks like she's doing some building right now. It's been a while since we got to raid out. All right. If you are a follower or just hanging out tonight, grab that first raid message, copy, Control C that text. If you're a subscriber, grab the second raid message. We're gonna head out of here and go tag back Cozy Peach TTTV. Because we can. I've never been able to like raid someone back so quickly. And I truly do adore Peach as a person, as a streamer. I just love hanging out with Peach. So we're going to get started. If you come along on the raid, you will get some extra channel points for doing so. So grab those raid messages and let's go say hi to a friend. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you. My next stream is tomorrow night, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going to be doing, it's my one variety day on the schedule this week. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do. We might poll to decide at the beginning of stream. So if you want to say and what I'm playing tomorrow, make sure you're here early. And, but it'll be a goodbye for now, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Until next time.